Police uncover human trafficking ring linked to organized crime. A chilling crime has been uncovered, sending shockwaves through communities and law enforcement alike. Police have dismantled a well-coordinated human trafficking ring, revealing the dark underbelly of organized crime. Today, we'll take you through the details of this case, its connection to organized crime, and why public awareness is critical in combating human trafficking. Human trafficking is one of the most heinous yet often hidden crimes of our time. It's modern-day slavery, trapping millions of people in exploitation for labor, sexual abuse, and more. Globally, it's a $150 billion industry, making it a lucrative venture for organized crime. Traffickers prey on vulnerability, luring victims with false promises or outright abduction, and then tying them to their operations through fear and manipulation. This case is yet another reminder of how this grave issue lurks in plain sight, even in our communities. This recent bust began much like any other, a small fragment of information, a tip-off from the community. Law enforcement officers noticed unusual activity, multiple undocumented individuals being moved in and out of specific locations. This triggered months of painstaking surveillance and intelligence gathering. Each piece of evidence acted as a puzzle piece, slowly revealing the scope of the operation. Investigators realized they were dealing with a highly structured ring, with roots extending beyond local borders. Traffickers often employ sophisticated tactics to avoid detection. From using digital networks to creating fake IDs, their operations are designed to evade law enforcement. This case was no exception. The group had carefully planned routes and communication channels to transport and exploit their victims. They used violence, threats, and even emotional manipulation to ensure no one broke free from their control. The courage shown by the survivors helped provide crucial information that strengthened the case and prompted swift police action. The most gut-wrenching part of any human trafficking case is understanding the plight of the victims. Among those rescued were individuals from different age groups, including minors. Many had been uprooted from their homes, believing they were heading toward better opportunities, only to find themselves trapped in a nightmare. Victims bore physical scars from abusive treatment, but the emotional and psychological trauma was even deeper. For them, the bust marked the beginning of a difficult journey toward recovery. This case further confirmed what experts have long emphasized: human trafficking is often tied to larger organized crime syndicates. These groups traffic humans alongside drugs, weapons, and counterfeit goods. The profits from trafficking not only fund other illegal activities, but also strengthen the network's control over communities. By dismantling this ring, police not only rescued the victims, but also dealt a significant blow to the broader criminal organization. The culmination of the investigation was a high-stakes raid, weeks in the making. Multiple law enforcement teams coordinated to hit several locations simultaneously, ensuring no one slipped through their grasp. In one of the most dramatic moments of the operation, they stormed safe houses, freeing dozens of victims and seizing critical evidence, fake IDs, financial logs, and electronic devices. The swift arrests of key figures within the ring sent a clear message: justice was on its way. Following the raid, authorities worked closely with NGOs and support organizations to provide immediate help to the victims. Many were taken to safe shelters where they began receiving medical care, counseling, and other forms of rehabilitation. This support system aims to help survivors heal and reintegrate into society, though the road ahead remains a challenging one. The arrested perpetrators now face charges ranging from human trafficking to organized crime activities. Legal experts indicate that building a strong case is essential to ensure convictions in such cases. Evidence collected during the raid, combined with testimonies from survivors, plays a critical role in holding these criminals accountable. However, challenges remain as legal loopholes and inadequate penalties can sometimes limit the effectiveness of prosecutions. This case highlights an important fact: without public awareness, such crimes are harder to detect. Community members who reported suspicious activities were instrumental in initiating the investigation. Public vigilance, recognizing signs of trafficking and knowing how to report them, can make a significant difference. Signs may include individuals who appear controlled, lack identification, or seem unable to speak freely. Awareness campaigns and education remain vital tools in equipping communities to take a stand against trafficking. Human trafficking is not an isolated problem. It thrives in secrecy and exploits the most vulnerable members of society. By sharing stories like this one, we can shine a light on the dark realities of trafficking and encourage collective action. Law enforcement continues to fight this battle, but they cannot do it alone. Everyone has a role to play, from staying vigilant to supporting anti-trafficking initiatives in their local areas. This case, while harrowing, is a testament to what can be achieved when law enforcement, NGOs, and the community work together. A highly organized trafficking ring has been dismantled, victims have been freed, and, hopefully, justice will soon prevail. However, the fight against human trafficking is far from over. As we reflect on this story, let's remember the importance of awareness, compassion, and vigilance. Together, we can help prevent these crimes and protect the most vulnerable among us. Human trafficking doesn't stop unless we, as a society, make it stop through education, action, and accountability. Stay alert, stay informed, and most importantly, stay committed to ending these atrocities. Let's be the voice for those who can't speak out. The power to make a difference is in each of our hands.